Scorpio, let's do a reading for you tonight. No special occasion. The new moon is just passed, so I have no astrological setting necessarily specifically for the reading, I mean. It's just a new series. Let's just read. Let's see what comes out. I'm going to pull a Moonology card. That was fast. Let's see. The energy is gaining momentum. The waxing moon. So waxing is when the moon is growing and growing, which is we're at the beginning of the waxing phase since we've just had a new moon, but it's only been a few days, but it's still the waxing period has started. So the more it's gonna move forward, so you know, the full moon is in 2 weeks, right? Half the cycle of the moon until the next new moon, which is a month. So from the dark moon, the new moon, to the full moon is the waxing period. So the next 2 weeks, a lot of energy, a lot of momentum, a lot of speed. A lot of gravitas. I'm feeling locomotive. I'm seeing like you know how a train, the locomotive like will start really slowly, but then when it does eventually reach enough speed, it's unstoppable kind of thing. Also, with the train analogy, what I'm seeing is the whole train. So this gravitas, what I'm sensing is that you're pulling people, you're pulling things with you, along with you, and they're not a weight. You know, they're not slowing you down. They're, on the contrary, you know, being the locomotive and all this momentum. You have all the necessary power, right? to be driving all of that, whatever's behind you. So I sense it to be positive. And it's so, the only thing I want to emphasize about that is it's really like, it's behind you. It's not parallel to you. It's not working side by side. This is something that's behind you. So that's something to note. I'm going to pull some tarot. It could be experiences, it could be people. I'm also sensing it could be, so within the experiences, it's like you're hauling, you're hauling your talents, you're hauling your skills, like almost like your baggage, but it's positive, right? It's almost like the sum of all that train is the sum of who you are. Interesting. So, Page of Cups in reverse. Justice. Two Swords, Judgment in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse. Well, I'm gonna get one more. So far in this reading, justice is the locomotive. Because all the other cards are reversed. Even these ones. Two of Cups, Eight of Swords. That's really interesting. I'm actually going to put all the cards as one line, as like it was a locomotive. Okay. Well. So it's a pretty incredible, like literally only justice is upright. So justice is the energy driving you. It's she's the locomotive. She's the reason of probably this whole experience here, this whole story. It's unfortunate because you have Page of Cups, Four of Wands, Two of Cups, all in reverse, and these could have been like very magnificent energy for you. But let's keep on the analogy of all of these rail cars being hauled as past experiences. Oh, I lied. The Two of inadvertently lied. The Two of Swords is upright as well. Which is not an energy of momentum, right? On the contrary, there's no momentum here either. There's no repeat of a situation. So there's a broken commitment, broken connection, no offer being made, no messages of love being exchanged. Here there's indecision, but here there's coming out of your head. So coming out of whatever this thing was. That's pretty clear. And again, the justice is justice has been served. I don't know if you're serving justice. Or if justice is being served to you. I feel that you're serving justice. I feel like in a good Scorpio that you are, someone needs to pay the price for something. The price paid, though, is a just, how do you say? It's a fair counterbalance. Whatever that price is, it evens things out, right? It's meant to recalibrate and to basically bring the scales in alignment. So it seems very purposeful. Or if it wasn't intentional on your part, it's definitely divinely orchestrated in terms of balancing the cosmos. Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful card. to start a new row. I don't want this one to go on the first row. I was looking at the Eight of Swords in reverse. I'm sensing I'm sensing some resentment in the past on this card. Something that stayed with you. Maybe it's part of the equation, the price paid or making someone pay, you know, serving justice, has to do with cleaning that resentment, cleaning it up, clearing it, purifying it, transmuting it. Oof. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles in reverse. I'm telling you, I sensed resentment here, but there was a lot of negative thinking. There was a lot of hate. Caused by disappointment. It's very strong on these cards. It's funny because you come out, you know, the last card in the first row is the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the last card in the second row, for now, because there's still a slot to have even numbers on both rows, but for now, the last card on the second row is this Five of Pentacles in reverse. So both sort of rows exit on you're done with feeling unworthy, feeling trapped. And if we go back, you're done with being sad, you're done with being up in your head about it, undecisive, unproductive with the Queen of Wands in reverse. It's just these two cards here are throwing me for a loop, but they could be it could be that this whole thing, this whole locomotive analogy, all the momentum that is being picked up, you know, by having a clean slate here with the Justice coming in to wipe it clean, right? It's almost like, I don't know, you've touched money, you've gained, you've probably cashed a check, there's money there, there's a money exchange, it's another form of retribution. So I was talking about a price to be paid, it's really interesting because it's coming out literally now in terms of, so it was there symbolically, metaphorically, but now it's there. The money was really exchanged. Let's pull that last card. The Hermit in reverse. You're really you know, I'm putting them together because they came out, you know, like this, one on top of another. They're both cards of coming out of isolation, right? So is this one, Five of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a huge, the momentum is really linked to the connection between being single, alone, solitary, versus being surrounded by relationships, groups, co-workers, family, whatever. Points to a partner as well, right? There's a lot of love cards with the Page of Cups, Four of Wands in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse. That's definitely part of the equation. So my point is, the relationships with other people, and even now it's coming through again as, you know, these people behind you, all lined up behind you, that you're pulling with you. They're playing a part. They're like they feel like they're that's how the universe is balancing the scales. It's like from one side was being really lonely, it's you standing in one scale, and then all the other people all in the other scale, but it balances out. So it doesn't matter if, you know, it's a matter of weight. That's really interesting. So it's almost like the retribution, the gaining balance comes with, let's say you could put it as being equal with others, all of the other people, no matter who they are in your life, no matter what the connection is, or so in terms of maybe self-worth, but I sense it more to be in terms of your connections. And I think for me, the self-worth is being expressed as well through the Pentacle, the Ace of Pentacles here. Because it's an inner wealth as well, right? But there's definitely a lot to be gained. I'm looking at Judgment in reverse. When it's judgment time, as you can see, the card is crowded. There's like a multitude of people that are being woken up. So part of this justice, part of all these rail cards that you're pulling, all of these people, there are these people that have they've risen up to the challenge. That's how it came through. That's really interesting. And I just heard they're giving you money. You know, I'm telling you, these people are paying you. Could be symbolically, but I really have sensed the material, like the real moolah. So this is the Triad Oracle, and I've pulled the Ankh, so the key. This is in French, clé means key. So let's look at this. The book is very brief, but it has keywords, and I do want to look at it. It says solution, open, close, discovery, accomplishment, and instrument. That's really a beautiful word because it has many meanings, right? It could be a musical instrument, it could be a tool, it could be something instrumental, so it could be just, you know, help coming from people, a piece of information, something like that. There is discovery as well here. But I'm also focusing on the word solution because it comes back to the retribution and the balancing out. The problem found its solution. And it came with rewards. Although it had its difficult moments of a huge disconnect, a lack of stability, stress, but mostly that resentment is so present. Sadness, but a lot of, there was also, I picked up the word hate here. Yeah. But the Ankh is life, right? So that's another way of seeing things. New life. Let's get a trinket. And you have the moon. I'm going to put that moon on the Moonology card. The energy is gaining momentum. You know, in astrology, the moon is indicative of many different things, but one of the way of interpreting the moon is how you relate to a larger public. So fame could be linked to the moon, position in the moon in the chart, the aspects. So it's really interesting because I was telling you about all these rail cars being pulled, all this gravitas, all this momentum. And so it's and the money and people giving you money and stuff like that, or, you know, there's something to be said about coming out of your shell. And like I said, the balancing out of you being just as weighty or, you know what I mean, just as your equivalent then to the, as you're equivalent to the multitude that's in front of you. It's really interesting. I'm also relating it to emotions, of course. The moon trinket. There's something about the magnetism of this gravitas that is linked to the quality of your emotional responses. So the more emotional you are, not how do you say, not a, you know, not too mushy like whatever, like just speaking from your heart, or just being, you know, truthful, and really creates more momentum. That's what I want to say. Well, if I'm gonna title this, I will call it The Locomotive. Hope you enjoyed the reading. Please share, like, subscribe, whatever. I'd like to see you again. Bye. Thank you.